Greetings. This is IyandaSiraj, the Eclectic High Priestess. I'm so glad to be with you today, sharing in this space. I hope that I'm finding you well and in high spirits. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you energies for the month of March. And this is our collective read. Make sure you take some time to go check out your zodiac signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If you have any questions or concerns, information will be in the description box. If you have not already, go check out our website at www.IyandaSiraj.com. Let's get started. So, I'm going to be doing something different with you guys this time. Give me just one moment. So, I kind of did a pick a card type of thing where I pre-selected or pre-shuffled the cards before coming onto the reading to try to keep this as short as possible. And we're going to clarify with my playing cards that I made. So that's kind of how the format we're going to use. And here we go. So, honorable ancestors, thank you so much for allowing me to share this space with the collective. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a clear and concise channel. May all masters, teachers, loved ones, and those who seek to assist come forward and help me to provide the answers, the clarity, the guidance that is needed at this time. Thank you for working with me and allowing me to be a partner to spirit. And here we go. All right, let's do it. All right, so let's get started here with your oracle or your tarot cards for the month of March. We have the King of Swords, Baba Cutlass. We have the Ten of Cups. And then we have the 2, 4, 6, 8 of Wands. All right, so collectively, with the tarot cards, we have very direct paths to success, to happiness and fulfillment. This is not talking about monetary success per se, but this is talking about a sense of fulfillment and happiness. It seems like that you had to perhaps see and have a perspective shift in order for you to be able to recognize the gift that is being given to you right now. It looks like that we are getting a lot of gifts through exchange of energy with other people. Perhaps these exchanges are happening very quickly, so we're going to need to be paying attention so that we can take the lesson and move on. Okay, so a lot of situations are going to be moving pretty swiftly. It looks like fulfillment is going to be had in the next few weeks, maybe 8 weeks. So between now and May, or now and the end of April. So this is looking pretty good. It looks like there's lots of give and take in the community. A lot of things being exchanged for sure amongst a lot of ideas, concerns, even just feelings, joy, celebrations being shared amongst the collective. All right. So let's move on to your oracle cards here. For the collective, faith. Yeah, remember, so faith, everyone's belief, okay? So manifestation power is really high right now because we are seeing each other win, and it's amplifying our own intentions. When we see, someone else winning in the community and we can celebrate, we can support. There's something there about having faith that what's happening for someone else is also about to happen for you, or is also that you can also have that thing as well. So faith is coming through for me and saying that with Baba Cutlass here, that there had to be a cleansing of the mind, okay? A cleansing of the mind so that you could see what is already existing and then create from that place, okay? Instead of being in the place of what is lacking and creating from that place, all right? Let's move on. We have mountain, strength, all right? So, yeah, so this mountain, this hurdle was the collective ego, okay? It was blockages by fear, doubts, concern, even just flat out like comparison, low self-esteem, lack of motivation, lack of courage. These are the things that we were overcoming. And I'm seeing a lion's head. I'm seeing segment. So this is saying that it's speaking a lot to courage. Okay, courage to expose yourself to the community, to put yourself out there and allow some light to be shined on you and the talents, your skills, or your contributions in general. I do feel with the Eight of Wands here, this could be lots of messages of praise and healing that come into you, to help clarify who you are as a person or what you mean to your community. We have Artemis, the Fool, okay? Yeah. So this talks about having that innocence of mind. Okay, the Fool card with the Baba Cutlass, it does feel like having that innocence of mind, that beginner's mind, the virgin mind, who hasn't been infiltrated by doubt, fear, confusion, that childlike mentality, that childlike faith, even that is helping to push us forward as a collective really quickly. It's enhancing, but it's speeding up the process for a lot of us, I guess I should say. Um, with this here too, this is talking about, we talked about the lack mentality. So this is saying that we are coming out of this. It's been a battle, but the shift of our gaze, is now kind of smoldering all of that from the past. Okay, we've shifted our gaze to what can be. We see rapid manifestation happening, and that's helping us to keep our sights on the positive rather than falling back into those restrictive mindsets that we were in before, restricted and limited mindsets. Okay, we have the trine aspect here. So there's definitely a big community energy here, but I feel like there's like divine alignment that leads to triumph and success here. I feel like this the maybe some astrological influence is giving us an advantage. Okay, I say maybe, but I know for sure that that's the case. But I'm not a teacher of astrology, so I won't pretend that I know exactly everything that's happening. I just do know that this is a opportune time to take advantage, to take advantage of the energies that are being created by the collective conscious. Okay, so I do feel like also this is really speaking about not just collaboration, but also just taking advantage of opportunities that come to you that give you the opportunity to express yourself creatively or to share your talents and skills with the collective. Okay, it says your thoughts and actions in these areas bring success with little effort to accomplish your goals and desires. So when you're moving in this energy of being authentically useful or serving authentically within your community by just sharing yourself in your normal state, not trying to be anything or fill anyone's shoes, this is talking about, that goes a lot further than any other efforts, okay? Listening with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. Okay, yeah. So with the Ten of Cups here, this does let me know that any whispers, like this is it, or hey, stay around a little longer. Okay, so these are the things that are encouraging you to continue your efforts. Okay, to surrender to whatever flow is happening for you. Now, if that be a little, some blockages or some hurdles that you're overcoming, it's saying to surrender to those. Listen to your heart, because your heart is what's going to tell you whether the blockage, quote unquote, means to stop and move and go in another direction, means to stop altogether, or to just wait for clear passage. So listening to your heart is the only way that you're going to know what's what, okay? A lot of solar plexus sacral energy here. So this is talking about also being led with your center, okay? Aligning with your center. Your heart space is your true mind, okay? So a lot of people talk about your head. Well, your head is one heart. Okay, you have multiple minds, you have multiple hearts, however you want to put that, because it can go vice versa. But you have multiple minds. You have the mind on your head. You have the mind in your solar plexus, right? And then you have the mind of your body or your feet, okay? So, and we can also add the spiritual mind. We can also add the spiritual mind, because a lot of people would make that list of 3 a list of 4, but whatever. So either way, the point is that from those centers, that's where you move the most authentically. When you move from your root chakra, if it's not all the way in alignment, you can move with what you've been trained or conditioned to do, through tradition or family systems and things like that. When you move from just your head, it's about what you've been taught. So it's about programming and what you learned in school, or doctrine, or dogma, okay? But when you're moved with your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, these are centers that are affected by the other centers. So when you move with these, if you let these be most authentic, then the rest of the chakras or the rest of the centers can be influenced by them. Okay, so this will take the mind out of it and have you leading from a purely intuitive, purely sensual energy, which can be a great gift. All right. Let's see what messages we have directly to us. So that's the message. Listening to the heart was directly to us. So we're trusting more in our intuition. We're trusting more in our guidance, and this burning passion that's starting to brew up inside of us. We're trusting it and we're moving with it. Okay, knowing that it's a symbol or a signal that the divine is lighting some type of fire for us, or shining a light for us to move in a certain direction. Prepare for change and heavy burden. Okay, yeah, look at this, guys. Prepare for change. So really black and white. So prepare for change. A heavy burden is about to be lifted. Listen to your heart, because I feel like too, this is talking about some heart healing. So so that you can get clearer messages and guidance from those centers. So this is saying you're putting down some type of burden, okay? And I don't think that you putting the burden down is the catalyst for the change. I think the change is going to happen either way, and that the burden is going to be put down either way, okay? So whether you initiate it or whether the spirit initiates it, it doesn't matter, because it's going to happen, okay? This burden can come in the form of anything, but for me, so far, it feels like lack of faith in yourself, lack of confidence, just trusting the path, surrendering to what is and what can be. This can be people, but that's for you to decide whether that means people. But I do pick up on a big energy of, your relationships with the people, not necessarily the people themselves. So let's move on. Milky Way, okay. Uranus, okay. And mountain. So we have this mountain issue again. So I feel like there might be some kind of, okay, I'm picking up a very direct message for someone. Someone is experiencing some type of social media banning or blacking out, or basically your posts or your efforts are not able to be seen on your network for whatever reason. So what this is talking about, and this could be just an algorithm thing, but I don't think spirit would be talking to me about it if it was just an algorithm. So this could be someone intentionally doing this to kind of like cause blockages and burn you out, okay? So that you won't have the energy and effort to keep pushing forward to do what you're doing. All right, so I do feel too with the 10 of Cups here, the 8 of Wands, Uranus, Milky Way, this tells me that you're about to overcome something great, and it's not just you overcoming it. This is about to turn into a huge dynamic, okay? This is going to really kind of blow you up, if I can say that, right? They're going to leap into a whole different type of lifestyle understanding, okay? With this mountain here, I feel like there's a lot of, the mountain was not just boundaries or difficulties, but like I said, it was also inward. There was also inward mountains, okay? Inward blocks, all right? But with Uranus coming here, it does tell me that this is more about being recognized out of nowhere. With the Milky Way speaking to social media or just fame and publicity in general, Uranus comes here to let me know that some light is about to be shined on you. A light is about to shine on you, okay? So let's go ahead and see what we have here with the playing cards. What messages want to be added for the collective here? Force, all right, force. Okay, so your mind is the force here. Your mind, your faith was the force here, is the force that's really driving this situation forward, okay? Force is clarified by the Jack of Wands. Nope, Jack of Pentacles. All right, so this does tell me that there's a force. You know, there's initiative that you took to correct your thinking, to correct how your mind or how your centers were influencing each other. So there's efforts that you have taken to correct that, and that is what's pushing this energy forward. Distractions, yeah. You had mental distractions. We talked about fear, anxiety, lack of self-esteem. These were distractions. I also feel like you may have been comparing yourself to people on social media, okay? Comparing yourself to other people in the community. And so that is what was that was the distraction that was blocking you. All right, yeah, the Ten of Swords. So now you're, oh, sorry, that's not the Ten of Swords. That's the Ten of swords. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, those are things in your mind that were messing with you. Things that in your mind that were stopping you from being able to really burst forward and move forward into the world with this energy. Okay. But now you're pushing forward into it. And this is beautiful. What else do we have here for? Okay, and I also feel like, too, the heavy burdens were distractions. So these are things like normal, everyday things even that became burdens for you, and then distractions from your mission, from the work that you're supposed to be doing, everyday activities. So I do feel like there could be someone specifically or some opportunity coming forward that will free you up a little more so that you can focus more on your life purpose. Wow. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. So, yeah, a bird. I was just sitting here and a bird just kind of like flew to the window, and it was a huge bird. If you guys don't know, I'm in the Midwest and we are having pretty crazy snow right now. And so I went and got the bird and I brought him inside because it's kind of cold out there. So anyway, moving on, let's finish up this message for the collective here. So distractions. Gestation. Okay. Ooh. Gestation. Gestation tells me that something is growing or has been growing. It's like bubbling. It's forming. Okay. It's coming to form within you or outward. Whatever this is in your environment, it's coming to form. Yeah. Cooperation. I feel like too, this is Three of Swords. Okay, so cooperation means that your fears and anxieties and your work towards your fears and anxieties. I also feel like too, okay, so let me say that message first. Your work regarding your fears and anxieties is gonna pay off. This is your payoff for it. Okay, so then with the cooperation card coming here with the Three of diamonds in the back, that kind of talks to me about like past hurts, disappointments, and fears really fueling your work in this time. Okay, it really fuels it. So you're going to transmute the heck out of that energy right now. So your transmutation abilities or power is on 100 or has been on 100. You have been working diligently, and now it's time for this to play out in your favor. All right. So for the collective, it does feel like there's lots of things that have been growing over time, lots of distractions for us to get us to feel bored or get us to feel like things are not moving or things are not working. And honestly, we've had the faith and the fortitude to keep pushing forward, and this is what's paying off. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you feel so led, make sure to check out the zodiac signs. Check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, even your north node if you're feeling froggy. And check out the website, www.IyandaSiraj.com. I always look forward to sharing space with you guys. Peace.